but nature will pick up the reins. If conversation fails, the next step is violence. And we all know how that game ends. It ends in annihilation. Tribalism is something that's programmed in us to get us what? It's to get us connection in the hopes of survival. And right now, it's getting us divisiveness with the promise of annihilation.
We need a scapegoat. And we have become each other's scapegoats. Hatred towards our enemies. Blaming them for all the ills. Blame the rich, blame the white, blame somebody. Hatred towards an enemy is easy. Being clear on why you hate them is less so. It's less easy. But learning what they truly love and still hating them is impossible.
Pulling together for the inherent valuing of other that doesn't try to showcase virtue as to look what a community-centered person I am. You just feel the value of that community in you as they feel your value. That, to me, is the cash value of connection. If you find yourself on the far left or the far right or the near left and the near right and you're really angry, that is a red flag to tell you that your actions and your first of all, your critical thinking is offline. Your compassion is offline, and your compassion is not compassion, it's empathy. It's only empathy. You are feeling the pain of somebody near you so rawly that you cannot act constructively. It's like watching somebody with an open axe wound and panicking for them and running around screaming because you're empathizing so much. That's not helpful. If you're feeling that kind of anger, that you are enjoying or relishing in the discomfort of another because it finally gives you the sense of vindication. This is a human feeling. You have every right to feel that way. This is not the place that you want to act from, and this is not the place that you want to speak from. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and your side had lost or made a tit of themselves publicly or believed some fucked up conspiracy theories, which the conspiracy theories now exist on both sides, and you were now the victim of the next 4 years of how history is going to write itself, would you be grateful now for all of the memes and the jokes at your expense but your argument is yes, but they did this to me? That is a childish response.
Is that while we are not always directly responsible for the traumas that we face and which were visited on us, we do end up being responsible for the manner in which we walk ourselves out of these low and confounding places back into the light. No one else is coming. Not really. This is how we chase abundance in all things. We entrain to a seasonality. And there's a right time for setting intentions. There's a right time for when things are new and novelty and you don't know what you're doing. And there's a right time for leaning in and pushing hard and crushing it. But then there has to be a right time for reflecting on everything that you've earned and everything that you've reaped, and then harvest it and enjoy it. Enjoy it. That means there has to be a time of real letting go, of grieving, of becoming less, retreating from the world in a way, and alchemizing those lessons and turning them into wisdom. That jumped out at me recently was, I don't know if I mentioned to you last time we spoke, there's a student of Freud. Now the end of that sentence doesn't usually end well.
Yes, this is true.
but to her credit, she distanced herself from his beliefs and his teachings